Everything has a beginning and an end. Oftentimes with the New York Jets, we find ourselves asking, how did we get here? Sure, the Jets have had some success. Back-to-back AFC Championship games. A near AFC Championship win on that cold night in Denver. And even a Super Bowl win when the AFL and the NFL merged so many years ago. But right now, let's be honest. The Jets are bad. I mean, they're really bad. And their wins and their success is all too few and far between. But you know something? That's reality. And this is virtual. And we're going to sit here together across many episodes, and we're going to bring them back. This is the rise of the New York Jets.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan.
Okay, so let me just take you through this. Here's the way I decided to go about this. I knew year one was going to be a wash, and I also knew we had to get some players in here. Let's face it, Jets need everything. They need a quarterback, they need linebackers, they need offensive linemen, they need a new cornerback. So you're not getting everybody in one draft. But what we did want to do was change the way the Jets play football. And I don't want to sound like I'm trying too hard to be a GM, but let's get into this. Let's get into this virtual thing, and let's use Madden and just kind of be that armchair GM. So we're gonna trade Harris, Mangold, Marshall. There were others I put on the trade block that, you know, it just didn't work out. You know, computer, Madden gods, whatever you want to call it. We were unable to turn those guys into picks. I didn't necessarily want anybody else's players. What I wanted was young, fast, ready to, you know, grow with the team players. Again, I know it's virtual. Just stick with me here. I'm going through my fantasy thing here, right? So I like Mangold as a player, actually, to be perfectly honest with you. But he's a piece that you could use to get some picks. So what we wanted to do was get some picks for the upcoming draft and get some picks for the draft that comes after that. So in the case of Madden, that would be 2017, and then it would be 2018. The philosophy also has to change. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be running the New England playbook with just a little bit of slight modification. And once we start getting to some of the gameplay, I'll get more into that. We're also going to be using multi-defense. We're going to be switching fronts from 4-3 to 3-4. We're going to be going sometime dollar, whatever, according to the situation. And again, bear with me. I know I'm trying to sound like I'm some real GM, and I'm not. We all know that. But what I wanted to do was get the key thing with the players was that they were versatile, able to do more than one thing. Can you play on the line and play linebacker? Can you play inside and play outside? And what you'll see when we get to the gameplay part is I actually moved Wilkerson inside after some of the people that I was able to draft. And then we're gonna change up those fronts sometime, go to the 3-4 attack, and our left and right outside linebackers bring in absolute fire from the edges, while our defensive tackles gobble up the run. And then we got a heady middle linebacker ready for something that comes over the middle, and the safeties and corners locking down whatever goes on behind them. So that's just from the before standpoint. And so one of the guys was the Jonathan Parker that you just saw. Another guy was went out and got was a cornerback. Because when we go through this, of course, we're gonna lose Reeves. Okay, so you're gonna see that coming up here. I did draft a cornerback. I went out and got another tight end. Tight end has become a very important position, especially with people throwing more. And so Travis McGowan was our guy with that. So you're taking a look at that right now. You're seeing him get picked. Sometimes the computer said excellent pick. Sometimes it said I reached. I'm not showing you all the picks here. We got a mobile quarterback that I drafted. We got a strong safety that I drafted as well. I didn't want to drag that out and have a whole video just showing me picking people. I thought that would be a little boring. I think we're coming up on the end of this one here. We're going to pick up Turan. So stick with me. We're going to come back with another video after this showing how we starting to put this thing together. But again, this is the rise of the New York Jets.